There are so many quotes around budgeting, and my favorite is budgeting is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi there. I am Bita Paramonto. Welcome to my space where we talk all things budgeting. I'm not a registered financial advisor, just a girl passionate about personal finances, sharing her journey, the mistakes, the lessons, and everything I'm learning along the way. If that tickles your fancy, please hit that red subscribe button and join the family so that we can learn and grow together. I've come to the realization that a lot of people don't struggle with sitting down and setting up a budget, but the biggest problem is sticking to that budget. That is why it is very important to have systems and things that can push you, things that can help you to actually stick to that budget. And that is what today's video is all about. I'll be taking you guys through my system or strategy that I use to ensure that I stick to my budget. But obviously, I'm human and sometimes life happens. Things don't always go according to plan, but it's best to actually be prepared that even though things are not going to go the same way that you had planned, but it's best to be safe. My number one rule is to make sure that I pay for everything as soon as possible. Don't delay that process of paying for things. If it means paying them as soon as you get your salary at midnight and you're scared that you might end up using that money, ensure that at midnight you pay what needs to be paid for. Your money goes exactly where you said it should go so that you are left with as little money as possible. Even if you end up going over budget or you mess up, you know that important things are already paid for. This is the first thing that I do. As soon as I get my salary, I take the whole amount and I transfer it to a savings account. This helps to eliminate the whole illusion or the idea that I have money, because at the end of the day, not all of it is my money. This is money that is meant for certain things. Remember, when I was setting up my budget, this is money that I had allocated. Every cent has a goal, so that goal needs to be fulfilled. So I would take the whole amount and then transfer it to my savings pocket. So I've renamed them temporary one, temporary two, temporary three, and temporary four. This month I transferred to temporary four, right? Then I pay God. What does this mean? I pay my tithe and church contributions, and then I pay myself, which is the 3,500 for the big goal. I save this on Time Bank, but I don't transfer it to Time Bank immediately. I park it temporarily. So I parked it on temporary one because there are other transactions that I'm going to add on to this, and I will transfer the whole amount into Time Bank. You will understand as I go into the next steps. And then I pay student debt. Once I've paid this, I transfer the money that I need to send to my parents, and then I pay my rent, which is 2,500. Once all of this has been done, I calculate the amount that needs to go to the main account. This is the funeral cover. It's the subscription for Take a Lot as well as iCloud storage. 300, I move it into the main account. Then I pay other loans if I have a Payflex or anything else. This month I had to pay the remaining balance for Mr. Price. According to my budget, the plan was to pay 20 Rand, but when I checked the statement, it was actually 26 Rand. So I did just that. I paid the 26 Rand. Now that I'm done with all of that, I am left with 4,487. I bring in my budget and then I'm going to go through the entire list, looking for money that is supposed to be part of the cash stuffing. So I calculate the total that I would need for cash stuffing. We've got the 1,000 rands for food. We've got the 1,440 for transportation, and we have 300 Rand for hair. The total for that is 2,740. And then I calculate the amount that I need to transfer to my time bank. I've got the insurance, there's that 200, there's the youth, the 100 Rand, and there's also the me fund, which is 300. And all of that totals to 3,390. I will then add 10 Rand for bank charges. This now gives me a total of 3,400. So I'm going to transfer this to the temporary one together with the savings account. This is the whole amount that will go into my time bank. And as soon as I transfer it to time bank, that's where I will make the necessary allocation. Now I'm left with 1,081 Rand. I'm going to temporarily park everything else into the different accounts. I'm left with temporary 2, temporary 3, and temporary 4, which has this 1081. I'm going to transfer the amount for electricity and airtime into temporary 2. 300 for electricity, 100 Rand for airtime, and 5 Rand for bank charges. Gives me a total of 405 Rand. Now we are left with the 160 for the ID that I need to make and the 150 was allocated to person. Total is 310. I am going to transfer that to temporary 3. This leaves me with 366. So this 366, it's the 250 for pocket money. I usually just keep this in my Capitec account because I can access it anytime. And the 91 Rand for miscellaneous. The total for that is 341. That leaves me with 25 Rand. So I'm going to leave the 366 on temporary 4 and transfer the 25 Rand into the main account. This will then account for the bank charges. This is the monthly fee. And whenever I want to buy something with the 150, I'm just going to transfer it back into the main account, and whatever bank charges will be accounted from there. It's going to be the same thing whenever I have to pay for my ID. I will just transfer it into the main account and make the payment. That's basically how my payday routine goes. It doesn't always go the same way. There are things that happens once in a while, but that is more or less the system that I use, and it really does help me stay disciplined and to stay within my budget. Because I don't want this video to be too long, I'm gonna do the cash stuffing in a separate video and also give you an update on the sinking funds and how I allocate the money in my Time Bank app. I really hope you guys found value in this video. Perhaps this is something that could help you too. I don't know. Please do let me know in the comment section if you guys have your own payday routine. What systems are you using to ensure that you stick to your budget? If you found value in this video or you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a comment. Please don't forget to like, share it with your friends. It does help with YouTube to push it for more people to see. That would really mean a lot for me as I'm really trying to grow my channel. The aim is to at least hit 600 subbies by the end of July. I know it's a bit of a stretch, but I'm really pushing myself. The goal was to have 500 subscribers by the end of unfortunately that didn't happen. I'm still at around 300 and something, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm really hoping that I can be able to push it to 600 by the end of July. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.